What's crazy? I wrote this song as a nigga just to watch him transition from what he was to what he is. Pull up on the block, go stop and turn their head like I know that the nigga is a big deal. How about like I run a couple businesses, traffic drugs, and manage to implement a few pimp skills? Yes, I'm that nigga. Small, but I'm packed. Something that knock over fat niggas. I don't use Twitter when I wanna go at niggas. I lay down low, get in the scope and blast niggas. Somebody said money turn a nigga to an evil bastard. I'm just trying to turn evil backwards. Get a couple houses, something that's gonna compete with value. Rap cool, but we're gonna feed me after. Something you all think about. Some of these same thoughts people drink about. Some of these same bras say they single now. They heard you was the one with that new single out. That's crazy. Thinking by the time it was hard for me to talk to them bitches. Now it's nothing I wanna offer them bitches. I ain't finna say numbers in my phone unless I'm blocking them bitches. If I was sick, I'd probably call for them bitches. I can't get caught up in the rap show of naked dancers with a head full of horsehair, giving ass up to a nigga with a neck piece and medallions that he probably making payments on. That's a rapper. It's a different type of music. I'm not an actor. I am not the one to prove shit in front of cameras. Everybody on this new shit twisting hands up. Nigga, I can do it too, just with different action. Ain't no game shit. You by yourself with all that bang shit. I want you to breathe when you aim that bitch. Can you look at your target and drift away before you wang that stick? Bird watching can be some dangerous shit. You don't get it, moving on like I'm really in a hurry or something. Make them feel it like you're a furry or something. Trying to focus on whatever that's an obstacle in front of a nigga and maneuver through it like Curry or something. And call back for a dab on a nigga, swag on a million. Her ass artificial mad, she ain't do the breast. Put a tag on a nigga, half for the whole set. What's sad is you niggas thinking about the clearance rank. Hold up. I'm a beast, the type of animal that ain't supposed to have a leash. I'm that kid that was never ever supposed to have sweets. I'm that boy from the block that wasn't supposed to have drinks. Look at me now, on top of whatever the top is, the topic of your top conversation and top picks. Looking from the top, like how I'm gonna top this? I guess I gotta die to teach them I'm topless. R.I.P. to myself, y'all not keeping my wealth. In case my casket would grow and pay my tithes with what's left. Look, I'm so proud of myself. I took that time for myself and started finding myself. I still got some shit to do. I gotta work on signing myself. For real, it's 5 squad fat money. The only niggas that can never get my last from me. If I was broke, they'll try to make a plan for me. If I lost hope, they'll stop and say a prayer for me. I ain't finna change up. Look at how we came up. Marz got a shop cutting hair. I remember when he used to fuck his fade up. Now it's faded image. Went from doing major flipping to the owner of a major business. If I ain't saying nothing worth hearing, I'ma tell you this: stay true to God and be great, my nigga. That's all it take, my nigga. Don't ever hit the brakes, my nigga. Apply pressure till you hear something break, my nigga. Only winners know exactly what it take, my nigga.
Be great.
Nigga, this our time. Don't be late, my nigga. This for every nigga with a passion. This for every nigga with a grind. This for every nigga with ambition. This for every nigga with a drive. Be great. Be great. Be great. Be great. This for every nigga with a passion. This for every nigga with a grind. This for every nigga with ambition. This for every nigga with a drive.
Be great. I don't know what's going on with the music, y'all. Be great.
Be great.
Hey.
Be great. Be great.
This is V.O.I.C.E.S Radio.
Be great. Be great.
Where valuable opportunities inspire collaborations to elevate society.
Great.
I am Nexus. That was V.O.I.C.E.S. I don't know what happened. If I could, I would replay. Hey, but not today. All right. Hey, peace, love, light. I am Nexus, Goddess of Information, and you are now tuned into V.O.I.C.E.S Radio, where valuable opportunities inspire collaborations to elevate society. Much love, light, health to our brother Bosswood, and that was Be Great. All right. Y'all be sure to check him out on Spotify and other streaming sites. All right. Right now, Bosswood was one of the featured guest performers last month at Lane Voices here in Albany, Georgia, hosted at Havana Lounge downtown, all right, on West Broad Avenue. So, peace, Joanne. Hey, love. While I'm saying peace and love to Joanne, let me start off this show by giving love, light, blessings, abundantly sweet to everyone. All right, Joanne, Carson, man, it was so many other people. Frank, Plump, and a whole lot of other people who donated and contributed so far to V.O.I.C.E.S Radio. All right. So if you would like to donate, you would like to contribute to V.O.I.C.E.S Radio in our efforts, feel free to shoot us whatever you want to. It can be 1 cent, 2 cent, $1 or more, to our Cash App or our PayPal. All right, that's thevoicesradio@gmail.com. And then the Cash App is $229 Nexus. All right. So again, thank you all for tuning in, and feel free to like, share, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe on YouTube. All right. V.O.I.C.E.S Radio, thevoicesradio.com @gmail. All right. Speaking of the website, y'all be sure to go and check out the website. Give us your feedback. All right. This evening, I have an amazing show lined up for us. Shout out to V.O.I.C.E.S, who was also one of our featured guest performers for last month's Lane Voices. And last month, I actually got the opportunity to interview V.O.I.C.E.S. So y'all go back, catch that replay. All right, V.O.I.C.E.S, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. All right, and hey, hungry but humble. The EP mixtape is available now, all right, on all streaming sites. So y'all be sure to go and check that out. Humble but hungry, V.O.I.C.E.S, High Dollar Music Group. All right, straight like that. Much love to all the fam. What was I saying? Oh, Lane Voices this month, 420. That's this Saturday. All right, we have featured guest Jay Lee. Yeah, that should be interesting. If you go and check out the Lane Voices page, you can see a video that was just shared from him. All right. So I'm excited. The single, Humble but Hungry. Yeah, I know. And it's the title of the overall project, along with Breakfast, Lunch, and Dinner. All right. So what else was I about to say? Daily. Oh, but then send it off with some soul food. All right. Is our brother CIA the artist. So y'all be sure to go and follow like Courtney Isaiah Adams, CIA the artist. He's also on all your streaming sites when it comes to music. I'm excited for this month's show. It's the dope edition. Like I said again, it's going up on 420 here in Albany, Georgia, at Havana Lounge, downtown West Broad Avenue. All right. So let's get into this show that I titled Life, Live It at Your Own Risk. So, oh, wait, before I do that, also 420 from 12 to 5, I will be set up at the Sip and Shop downtown on Washington Street at Smoke and Mirrors Icons Restaurant. All right, shout out to Brandon and the Bank of Billionaires. Much love to all of the vendors that are gonna come through. Cedric McClendon, Cedro, Almighty Dollar. All right, the artist. So yeah, y'all be sure to come down if you're able to next Saturday from 12 to 5. Smoke and Mirrors. Washington Street, downtown Albany, Georgia. Yes, that's the Sip and Shop. A lot of local vendors will be out and about. Small business owners, black business, young black business owners. So come out, network, find out what services, resources, products are available here in the South. All right. And then, like I said, right after that, you go home, freshen up, get yourself together, come and vibe out with us at Havana Lounge for the April edition of Lame Voices. All right. Speaking of Lame Voices, much love, respect, homage to our sponsor, Tate at Easy Copy, who made his transition this week as well. So, or over the weekend. So, yes, much love, light to his family. Am I missing anything? Plump Queen, what up, sis? Y'all be sure to check her out Monday, Wednesday, Fridays for Inspiration TTV. And then on Thursdays, me and her with Divine Feminine Discussions. All right. Ooh. All right, that was a lot. Oh, it feels like I haven't done a show in forever, but I know I've been here. All right. But things have been going good. So let's just start off like this. All right. So I talked about, no, I won't go there yet. All right. So I know some of you have seen the post this last week. All right. I did the 7-day alkaline raw vegan fast. And I feel amazing. All right. And I don't know if y'all saw me before and you see me now, but I feel like my skin is even a bit, you know what I'm saying, clearer. It has a extra shine to it, you know, Carper baby out here. So and I am the Carper lady. All right. So link with love from Nexus. Y'all be sure to follow that on Instagram as well. All right. LWL Nexus NEXUS. All right. So getting into the show. Yes, this 7-day raw alkaline vegan fast. The challenges. All right. So I'm gonna tell you real quick. The only challenges really were having on deck. Okay, so we were following a specific menu, all right, or guide this go round. And so having access to some of the items that were actually on the menu was the biggest challenge faced. All right, not only that, the other challenge was, I don't know, just scheduling and time management, because for those of you who know, we are radioactive here at Voices Radio, and that's primarily because I'm active and I'm always somewhere doing something, yet it's always something positive, all right? Because the whole purpose is to utilize myself and my skills and knowledge to go and gain the resources to provide them back to you all right, and to use them for myself. So doing this 7-day challenge, that was the biggest thing, pretty much. But it was really simple. So time wasn't too big of an issue because it was raw, right? So even where it might have been an actual recipe that called for you to have certain ingredients and to mix certain things together. Like there was this zucchini ravioli, and it called for like walnut butter or like homemade walnut butter, things of that nature, right? And so, or some other stuff, you know, and it's just like, I don't really want to take the time to do it just because. And so what did I do to substitute? Because as long as I was eating off of the alkaline nutrition guide, you know what I'm saying, I was okay. So I just grabbed me an apple, I grab an orange, I grab a handful of walnuts, you know, I grab a handful of grapes. So it was rather simple. And I didn't start slacking off until around, what was that? It was like day 5 when the menu started getting a little and so like even with the smoothies where it called for raw coconut milk and things of that nature, I just used regular spring water, you know, and made the smoothie as where it called for Bureau bananas instead of using bananas at all. I just didn't use bananas and just doubled up on something else like the strawberries or added mango or something like that. All right. So I dealt with the challenges by improvising. All right. Also, brothers, if you paid attention to one of the videos I did, oh no, actually, I didn't do that video here. I did that video kind of in my private Sacred Sisters group. All right. Shout out to my Sacred Soul sisters. All right. Much love to you all. All right. So nevertheless, I'm gonna go ahead because the whole point is to educate, to elevate. All right. And so this fast was done during my cycle, my monthly menstrual. All right. And so what happened was I talked to them in the group about some of the differences that I noticed. All right. And so what I'm gonna say is I love the way my body felt during these 7 days and during this time. All right. So I encourage all of my sisters, what I'm saying, to consider doing a raw alkaline vegan fast at least a couple of times, what I'm saying, just to say you did it and to get the experience to see the difference in your body and in your cycle during that time. All right. Whether it's lighter, shorter, all right, whether your attitude and moods are actually better and you're able to, balance your hormones and your energy a little better. I know I see the faces. It's okay, but this is stuff that we need to know because at the end of the day, what we eat and what we consume affects and impacts our bodies. All right. And so as men, you have female partners and they most definitely go through this time, will go through this time, or have gone through this time at some point in their life. All right. Or you'll have children, what I'm saying, who will, or whatever the case may be. Nevertheless, this stuff is important because it's all about or all a part of us healing ourselves. And truth heals. And I'm here to do my best to spread truth as I gain it and as I experiment and go through life. All right, so I'm living it at my own risk, and I encourage you to do the same. All right, and so what else about this fast can I say? Oh, make sure you drink plenty of water. That's the other thing because at one point it got to a point where it was like almost I didn't really have an appetite. And so I go long periods throughout the day without eating anything. And then if I wasn't eating anything, then I wasn't drinking anything either, especially if I wasn't doing a whole lot of talking. All right. So I found myself getting a little dehydrated at some points. So you want to make sure that you're drinking your water, whether you're hungry, thirsty, whatever the case may be. Like you want to make sure that your body stays hydrated. All right. Let's see. Exercise. I did exercise during this 7-day fast. All right. However, it was light, moderate. I didn't do too much. Just a little light cardio, a little jog, walk around the track action. And that assisted too with the whole cycle thing that I was talking about. Shout out to Mama Karen, who's been like a soldier in this life journey, taking risk with me. All right. As we journey to live a healthy, long life. All right. So she's most definitely a champ. All right. And one of my favorite things about the 7-day vegan fast or alkaline vegan fast, believe it or not, was the ginger shots every morning, or is the ginger shots every morning, because that's something that I'm going to continue to incorporate as a part of my daily routine going forward. All right. So the ginger shots in the morning are what's up. All right. So again, like I say, for anyone who's journeying or transitioning or already vegan or, not quite alkaline vegan yet, then I encourage you to do a 7-day alkaline raw vegan challenge. All right. And then I would encourage you to incorporate it into like your regular lifestyle, like doing it again, sisters, like I say, during your time of the month, like use that as your 7 day raw vegan fast time. All right. Just so you're able to rejuvenate, release, you know what I'm saying, cleanse, because your body's already going through a healing process. So you might as well aid and assist it at the same time by doing so. Life, live it at your risk. So again, talked about previously how what we eat early on can set up what do we say, pre-exposure, or those pre-exposure environments for our young, especially women. So what we eat now determines like what the immune system and what the body system for our young will be like going forward. All right, when it comes to their organ, and like I said, their immune system and their overall development and function. All right. So yes, it's important that we start now to really take into consideration the foods that we eat and look into what we're feeding our young even. All right, because there are a lot of risks that we take when it comes to eating this food, you know what I'm saying? And some of us knowingly take them and continue to take them like for no reason. So we know at this point, like high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, cancer, kidney disease, heart disease, liver failure, things of that nature are onset conditions, which means that we do something to contribute to them being in our systems or being a part of our lives. All right, so what am I saying? Oh, yeah. All right, so we want to make sure that we're even building up our immune system, because then once they're here, we breastfeed them. And so again, we have to make sure that we're continuing to set them up for greatness. All right. And so their immune system will be already designed and preconditioned to combat and battle all of these foreign agents, if you will. So also speaking of, um, I've been going and setting up at the flea market. Shout out to Kitty's Flea Market and all the vendors out there. Yeah, Butler's Accessories out of Camilla, Georgia. All right. And then we got the Stiletto Junction. Who else? Man, these people are so awesome. They cool. Taquero Cruz with the Mexican taco truck. Uh yeah. Anyway, I was talking to brother Ernest. All right, and he's from Africa. And we were talking to the brother from Senegal. All right. So nevertheless, that conversation came up again about food and about being vegan and how important it is for us as a people, to reconnect to the earth, to the land, and to plant-based diets. All right. And how important it is for us to cook for ourselves and not always be on the drive-in, dine-in hunt. All right. So speaking of the flea market, all right. Again, my trail mix was a banger. Link with Love from Nexus is doing numbers. But while I was there, like this is what I've learned, right? Is that when it comes to my craft, even my jewelry making, is that it's unique. All right. And not that I didn't know this already. All right. However, certain places and environments are continuing, and being around certain people are continuing to give me a different type of insight into my skills, my gifts, and abilities. All right. And the value of those things. And so this 7 day fast has most definitely opened me up spiritually, mentally, physically, all right, and financially, believe it or not. All right. And so it's a lot that's taking place over these 7 days. And I'm just thankful and grateful to my family, my brother, my mom, to the ancestors, to divine, like to all of my mentors. Yes, like just simply amazing. And so um it's like, oh well, I'm asking this one thing for something and I get offered something higher, and it's like, oh wow, blessings, like thank you, big blessings. And then so that just goes to show me like, you're worth more, and we know it. So next time you start out, now they've raised the bar for me. All right. And then it's also been a thing this week where I've realized that my life really has been more of, what do you say, has had a greater impact on people than I've ever realized or imagined, and that people actually watch and pay attention to me a lot more and have over time than I knew. And it's like I'm seeing as I'm going, like people are starting to do and engage in similar activities and crafts and, you know what I'm saying, arenas. And it's like, okay. I mean, anybody can do anything, like it's a free world. Like you can do what you please. Like these tools and, materials are available almost anywhere. Anybody can go and pick them up and start doing things. So it's like I wouldn't necessarily question it, because it's like, okay, everybody catches trend waves and starts doing things that they think are trendy and cool, and they do it for a buck, or they do it to exploit the culture, and things of this nature. And it's like I've been doing this since the womb, like this has always been with me. And so it's like, so why would you then question it, next? It's like, what does it matter? So it really doesn't matter. But it's just like what I'm telling you about this eye opener, and about us recognizing our value and our impact, and like the lives we live, and how we live them. Like you got to live it at your own risk, all right? Because at the end of the day, you're gonna have people who are gonna even go as far as to like take parts of names of things that you use. For the last 3-4 years, if you follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, like check my hashtags. Like I hashtag craze. Like when I get to hashtagging, I go. And then there'll be periods when I won't hashtag anything. I'll just put what I'm saying, and that'll be it. But when I hashtag, I'm hashtag craze. And so it's like the reason I use certain stuff, is because I sit down and I think about it and I really meditate on stuff, y'all. And so when I put it out there, is because I haven't seen anybody else using it in reference to certain things, or because, it made me feel a certain type of way, or I had a conversation with someone and they gave me the thought or idea and was like, hey, you should do this, and this is what it should be, like, and then to turn around and see people like, and so stuff is deeper than we think too, like on a spiritual tip. And people are all spooked out nowadays. Oh, the witches are coming, the witches are back. Oh, awaken the witches and the witchcraft this, and oh, we got all of the magicians, and yes, this is Mars magic with Nexus, and I'm gonna give it to you. All right. So it's like, but no, this stuff is real. People really do work roots and other things. All right. And so call it magic, call it, alchemy, call it what you will. It's real, and it happens, and it's present. All right. And it's being done in practice more frequently than not. All right. So these are things to open your eyes to. And so even in that round, like knowing the rats and being aware and paying attention, like it's not so much even always the snakes that you should be worried about. And if you saw my post early in the week when I posted the snake like it was a rat snake. So why would a rat snake come? Because clearly there's a rat somewhere around. All right, so pay attention, be on alert, be aware. The snake isn't always the danger. Sometimes the snake is the alerter. The snake is the messenger for you to be on your P's and Q's. All right, so that's the tip in that realm. All right, so don't fear the snake. Don't be so quick to go and get something to kill and be headed and things of that nature. Like, nah. You never know which one of your ancestors, what spirit that was like coming to warn you, like danger is near, and I want to let you know. And once we handle the situation and the problem, like I'm gonna be all about my business. All right. So yes. And then in the midst of all of this is the thing, right? So talking about these rats. So people talk to me and I listen. I know a lot of times people don't think I'm listening because oftentimes I'm multitasking and doing other things, or the conversation may go a couple different places. Nevertheless, I'm listening, I'm paying attention. And so this week, the reason I said it's your life, life, live it at your risk, is because, a lot of times in life, we go through similar situations and we go through life even with people up until a certain point, and then our life paths shift and they start to look a little different. And not always, and at the end of the day, they're supposed to. Like, even if you continue to travel down the same path, how you experience that path and how I experience that path is going to be completely different. All right. However, what we have to realize and understand is that we can't look at our brothers and sisters who we've journeyed with in their life and try and use it as a measure or as a scale to determine how great or how much of a failure we are. Okay. And then we can't, when we put ourselves on this scale and we create this measurement system and we balance it out and we don't add up to where we feel like we should be compared to this other person, we do not, what is the point? What is the purpose of us attempting to make this person feel bad or feel like, oh, well, if you hadn't, I would have, this could have been you, but it happened to me. Oh, woe for little old me. You got choices, yo. Like, okay, say for instance, you had a friend, right? And you and that friend, like y'all journey together, male or female, you both are expecting children at the same time. Okay, one friend loses a child. The other friend goes on to have their child. They have 6 more children, a total of 7. You go on to live life, work, saying, travel, state here, state there, back and forth, job here, job there, no children. You're almost 40. This friend is almost 40, like y'all are the same age. And you call me or you want to come and be around me to compare and contrast lives, like, oh, well, your life is so, and if you only got up off your butt, if you had to realize what was going on and paid attention to the signs along your path, you know what I'm saying, at baby one, maybe you would have saw that sign that said detour instead of being like, man, forget that, I know this way. And you just kept going through, and what? You lived at your own risk. All right, so you have to just say, okay, my life is where it is. Yet I still got this friend who's here supporting me, encouraging me along the way to do better, you know what I'm saying, to want better. But at the end of the day, I can't live your life for you. Your friend can't live your life for you. Your family member can't live your life for you. Like, live at your own risk. All right. Every choice has a consequence, good or bad. All right. And then guess what? After that, it's another one and another one and another one. And it never stops. All right. And we will never. And it's interesting. Shout out to Sister Queen, the goddess Tarazapath, formerly known as I Empress. I for sharing the cosmic laws with the sacred soul sisters. All right. And what I got is that even for myself, like we'll never obtain what we feel is our greatest and that ultimate level of success, because just as soon as we get there, something to happen and it's like, dang, I didn't get what I thought I was gonna get. So now I'm gonna push a little harder to see if I can get a little more. So we'll always constantly be attempting to achieve our greatest. Like it's just what we should be doing. All right. And so, however, like I said again, life, it's yours. Live it at your own risk. Some of our brothers and sisters just choose not to deal with it. All right. And they make choices that keep them in a low vibrational state of existence, to the point where even though they are breathing, they aren't living. All right. Yet they are living because they're living the life that they chose for themselves. All right. Speaking of that, so also this week when it comes to appearance, and you all know, like I've been journeying 2 years now on this vegan path, this alkaline vegan, lifestyle adaptation. And this week has also helped me to deal with a couple of like childhood like situations when it came to body image and how we view and how we feel about ourselves, and thinking about how it's gonna title today's show, life, live it at your own risk. All right. And so it's like I wasn't the healthiest child, even though I might not have been medically sick. I wasn't the healthiest. I was most definitely overweight, obese. I was not the fittest. All right. Even when it came to mental, emotional, like things like I had some external factors that were going on in home, in at school, and other environments that I was dealing with that I didn't necessarily always share with my family or the people around me. I grew up and I kept a lot of stuff to myself. All right. Like I dealt with and held on to a lot of things internally. And so the one thing that I learned too over this 7 days is that, you know what I'm saying, like where I felt like I wasn't strong, like I was maybe a different even level of strong then than I am now. Because I don't think we as a people, we as a society, like we as a whole, like, and I'm not just talking about black people, like, but people period, understand like the mental and emotional, even physical strength, willpower, goal determination it takes for us to live confidently and comfortably in an unhealthy state. Like we have to do a whole lot of work as a people and as individuals to live confidently or morbidly overweight and obese, you know what I'm saying? And say, oh, I don't care what nobody thinks about me. I don't even care what I think about me. Like I'm comfortable and I'm sick. And I know like, and it takes a whole lot, even to like on your body, like the physical strength and endurance that it takes to carry around all of this sickness, like the emotional stress that's going along with the physical overweight and the internal, you know what I'm saying, discomfort that we're experiencing. Like it takes a whole different level of confidence to, be 300-400 pounds and say, oh, I'm gonna wear a two-piece, or oh, I'm gonna wear these short shorts, or I'm gonna wear, like these see-through whatever, or man, like, and not even to just, what I'm saying, like wear certain types of clothes, but to even get up in the morning knowing that you're this way and saying that I'm gonna go through the rest of this day and whatever happens, like when I walk outside and people are staring at me and people are talking about me and little children are pointing and their parents are like, oh no, don't do that. Life, live it at your own risk. Like you made a choice, like you're choosing, what I'm saying, to continue to live this lifestyle. Even if as a child, like your environment and conditions didn't necessarily set you up for the best, what I'm saying, situation. Like when you become an adult, if you choose to continue to indulge, invest in certain things that then live it at your own risk. You got to take whatever comes with it. Like we like to talk about our brothers and sisters who are, LGBTQ or whatever the case may be with mental disorders, or we talk about other brothers and sisters who, what I'm saying, have other situations going on, and we talk about the confidence it takes to do that. No, the confidence it takes to walk around sick, overweight, in a state of dis-ease, discomfort, illness, and mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and be okay with that, and choose to go every day, continuing to live like that, and not wanting to change, not attempting to change, like giving up on yourself. That takes a whole different type of energy. So what I encourage us to do is to really reconsider and to take our lives like back into our own hands. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's okay to be confident and to be comfortable in the skin you're in. All right. However, like let's for real be honest with ourselves. Like when we look back in history and we look back over time, like and we look at artifacts and we look at paintings and carvings of our people, like you never saw like these massively overweight beings nowhere in time. Like people like to talk about, oh, you big bone. All of our bones are the same size except for in length. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to height. But talking about big bones, that has nothing to do with your fat in the tissue. And you know what I'm saying? Like, no. And looking back, it's like that took a lot of confidence. That took a lot of strength. That took a lot of willpower, like mentally, like to go through life dealing with some of the stuff that I know overweight people. And if I dealt with it and I wasn't as large as some of our brothers and sisters, then I know. Like I see you and I want to just say, come, let me hug you and poof, be gone. Like, because I know like it's not easy, but guess what? We look at this lifestyle that, I'm talking about being a vegan, being a vegetarian, eating plant-based, doing the things necessary to heal ourselves. We talk about, oh, that's not easy. Oh, that's too hard. Bro, how easy is it walking around, carrying around 400 pounds, being on oxygen? You know what I'm saying? Having to go to dialysis 2-3 times a week. You know what I'm saying? Like not being able to run or play outside with your kids or grandkids or your great grandkids in this day and time. You know, like, what is that? Talking about we don't have the energy, talking about our metabolisms, talking about this, that, and the third. Like, what are you consuming? What are you eating? What are you feeding yourself? It's your life. Live it at your own risk. Like, and then you just choose to deal with whatever comes with it. All right? Because everything has a warning label. And so, all right. It was one other thing. What else did I want to share? All I know is I feel good. My creative energy has most definitely surged this week, and so has that of G Stacks. Shout out to my brother, like his growth and development, not just over these 7 days because he didn't do the fast, but just over the time that he's been around me and my mom these last few months, and him starting to make small adaptations and adjustments to his diet. You know what I'm saying? His skin, his energy, his thought process. You know what I'm saying? So yes, we can do it. Each one reach one. You know, we got to start somewhere, and eventually, if we're consistent, we continue with, you know what I'm saying, our routines and what we're doing and the messages that we're pushing, and we're not just talking about it, but people can actually see us doing it and living it on a regular basis. Then they'll start to pick up on these habits too. All right, and or at least inquire and want to know more. All right. Let's see. I'm kind of thirsty. I drank all my water right there though. Okay, so it was something else I wanted to tell y'all about. Life, living at your risk. What I need to tell them all. All right, so I don't have a guest today, as you all can see. But yes, the ginger shots. So I have my herbal teas too. All right, and then I started the trail mix blends. All right, so the herbal teas, trail mix blend. Mom Dukes has the Nana Boo Boo cream going up. All right, so not just the Nana Boo Boo cream, but the Nana Healing cream. All right, so y'all inbox me, get with me for all of those things. If you know someone who you think would be great to be a guest here on V.O.I.C.E.S Radio, then feel free to share and have them email me at thevoicesradio@gmail.com. Or if that person is you, you have a product, you have something that you would just like to share and you want the people to know about, you want to engage in a discussion, then feel free to inbox me, all right? If you have a topic that you would like for me to cover, you'd like to get my view and my thoughts on, then inbox me, all right? Or email me at thevoicesradio@gmail.com, all right? Like, share, follow, subscribe on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Lane Voices this Saturday, 420 The Dope Edition, Havana Lounge, West Broad Avenue, Albany, Georgia. It's going up with Jay Lee and CIA, the artist. Y'all be sure to check them out on your streaming sites as well as via the Lane Voices page. So make sure you like that, all right? Thursday, Divine Feminine Discussions with my sister Plump Queen of Inspiration TTV. Be sure to check her out Monday, Wednesday, Fridays at 9 p.m. Much love to the Lighthouse, Brother Jamar Milton and his family. Much love to my brother C.E. Potolo and his family, all right, for showing me love this past week. Oh, look at that. Hey, it's a celebration. Shout out to my cousin, my kinfolk, Better from down the street, Better the photographer, videographer, Better the great. Hey, Better's energy, Better's spirit, Better's light is so amazing. And I'm blessed, I'm honored to be able to experience her. Okay. And guess what, y'all? She's graduating spring 2019, Albany Technical College, Design and Media Production Technology. Congratulations, Better. We here at Voices Radio love you. Link with Love from Nexus loves you. Lane Voices loves you. Hey, Soul Society loves you. Better from down the street. Cuzzo, congratulations. Yes. Much love to all of the graduates graduating this spring from Albany Tech as well as Albany State University. All right. Hey, speaking of, I don't know about your children, but here in the state of Georgia, our young people, especially in Southwest Georgia currently, are taking what is known as the Georgia Milestones, which is a standardized promotional advancement test or assessment test. All right. So much love, light, health, prosperity, knowledge, wisdom, understanding to all of our young people who are currently testing, whether in Georgia or abroad, when it comes to, you know, them advancing in their educational careers. All right. It's a lot going on. It's something else I want to tell y'all about. I told you about the Sipping Shop on 420 as well, from 12 to 5 at Smoke and Mirrors, aka Icons Restaurant, North Washington Street. All right. Back here on Tuesday. Much love to the Marlins who have a baseball game on Thursday. So most definitely this is baseball season, and going forward, if it's only to come in and drop some words of encouragement, I'm going to do that at 6:30 because you already know we're radioactive and give you a little snippet of the baseball games if possible. All right. So I told you all about something that I recently came across, which is called the cosmic laws. All right. And so with the cosmic laws, what we're doing is it's a random pull in the Sacred Soul Sisters group, and we actually discuss them. And so what I would like to do is actually introduce you all to them as well. And I'm going to do this today in place of my usual jewel drop. All right. So this is actually the introduction, and I'm going to read a snippet of the introduction. All right. So let's see. It's the Cosmic Laws of Cosmic Awareness, and the book is written by, I'm trying to see by Ibele Abel. All right. And so that's the Cosmic Laws again. Hey, that's young KO. He should be getting ready for bed. All right. And so this is what it says in the snippet of the intro that I want to read to you before I introduce you actually to the first law. And my phone just mysteriously went out on the Instagram live. So it's weird stuff happens with my technology from time to time. So here it states, the author says, by studying the universal laws and penetrating their meaning, we can develop our inner wisdom. Principles or laws which are recognized and accepted by our consciousness as universally valid may give a certain assurance and peace compared to everything else that is developing at this moment on earth. Everything that is developing on earth belongs to one in the same cosmic unity, and it can be considered with profound respect as that what we ourselves are. Compassion and interaction with all people, and respect for all life as such is one of the fundamental teachings that can be taken from the universal laws of cosmic awareness. The cosmic laws of cosmic awareness. Quote, judge not, be humble, never do anything contrary to the law of love, never do anything contrary to the law of mercy. End quote. All right, so again, that's the cosmic laws of cosmic awareness. Judge not, be humble, never do anything contrary to the law of love, never do anything contrary to the law of mercy. The universal law. The universal law is that knowledge, that awareness, that all living things, that all life has within it, that vitality, that strength to gather from itself all things necessary for its growth and its fruition. Right there, the universal law. Is that not what I was just talking about? Let me say it again. Is that knowledge, that awareness, that all living things, that all life has within it, that vitality, that strength to gather from itself all things necessary for its growth and its fruition. All right, so we already have everything we need. And we have the knowledge and capacity to be able to manifest and develop within us, all right, and produce what we need to grow and to flourish. All right, so when it comes down to our food and what we consume, when it comes down to spirit and how we feed our spirit and what we do there, all right, and then how we execute those things, and then even down to our physical, right, and our exercise and our activity level. Talk about strength and vitality, right? And so being old and wise is good. However, being old, wise, and having vitality and having energy and stamina is greater. All right. So we can look at it like this even. If we know, like many of us know, that we are currently, and some of us can look at it in two different ways. We're preparing for a spiritual, or we're currently in the midst of a spiritual war. We're currently in the midst of a race war. All right. And if we know these things, we should be equipping and preparing ourselves for battle. All right. So as soldiers, as, civilians, or as potential casualties, as potential militias, like what are we doing to build up our strength, to build up our endurance, to what are we doing when it comes to our knowledge base and our intellectual knowledge, to be able to grow and care and take care of ourselves if for whatever reason grocery stores and other things were to cease to exist. All right. When it comes to being able to run and to be able to get away, how long are you going to be able to go before you get tired and we have to stop and wait for you? If we're going to have to stop every quarter mile, like we're not going to get too far too fast. And if you're extremely, out of shape, overweight, it's going to be completely difficult for anyone to even try and attempt to carry you, especially if you're not hurt, or if you're not disabled. And I'm not talking about just because you made choices to sit up and eat all the Twinkies. Yeah, at one point, I felt like, I wanted to eat all the pies. I wanted to taste all the pies, taste all the ice creams. Like, at this point, it's like, what are we doing to ourselves? Why are we allowing these people to warp our brains into thinking that this is life? Amen. You have the ability and the power to choose for yourself. All right. And that's why I enjoy working with our young people and having the opportunity to introduce them to certain things, because I know that we at some point have to allow them to be able to see alternatives, to choose for themselves what it is that they think is best for them. All right, so we have to educate them. And so when we educate them and at the same time show them, so not just telling them you should eat this. All right, so I'm gonna tell you about what is better for you. All right, I'm gonna show you how you can fix them and prepare them in ways that you will like them, that are fun and simple. All right, and I'm gonna tell you about the cost, how to budget, and how you can, you know what I'm saying, make a little bit go a long way. All right. This is the type of stuff that we have to do. We have to make it fun and creative and exciting for them. All right. Trail mix. Okay. We've heard about trail mix. Trail mix is, some people would feel old and outdated. No. Like, I can show you how to make kids liking trail mix fun and creative. All right. So this is what's happening out here. This is what these 7 days have looked like for me. I've been renewed, refreshed, regenerated, and I'm looking forward to my family continuing to heal and be rejuvenated and to cleanse, and for our respect levels for ourselves and for those around us and for their business ventures and for, you know, their growth. And when we're sharing environments, for us to know and understand that, you know, it's okay for us to respect what the other is doing, you know, and give them a little time to do it, yet still knowing that what they're doing is helping the whole. And when it's a whole lot of distractions, and when we're throwing each other's energy off and we're doing it intentionally and knowingly, all right, then that's not a setup for your success or the success of the people that you say you love. All right. And so we have to remember that as individuals and as a collective. All right. So right now, it's about 7:30. All right. So we're about an hour in. And clearly people feel a certain type of way. And I was just talking about the respect thing, right? Like, everybody knows I do Voices Radio from 6:30 usually until 8 p.m. And that I was doing it from home today because this is what was going on. So y'all are live, all right, at the house, and this is what's going on. So like I said, it's a learning growth opportunity, and somebody somewhere is hearing what I'm saying. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I just might have to do it, you know what I'm saying, from the studio, whether I have a guest or not. So I love y'all. I wish y'all continued health, wealth, prosperity, love, all abundantly sweet. All right, always sweet, never harm. So until next time, I am Nexus. This has been Voices Radio, where valuable opportunities inspire collaborations to elevate society. Y'all be sure to tune in Thursday, 9 p.m. for Divine Feminine Discussions with myself and Plump Queen. All right, I'm out. Oh, wait, not so fast. I got to take y'all out the same way I brought y'all in with a little boss wood, all right? All right.
Be great.
Again, that's Bosswood. Oh.
V.O.I.C.E.S I'm back up in the spot and I'm ready for more to come there. Looking for a target that I can point out and launch at. Niggas ain't that smart for coming where I be hunting at. I'ma take that artery where the blood gets pumped at. Feed it to my canine companion and make her sick for me. They ain't the only bitch that I'm training to do a trick for me. All I do is pump with my fingers and I say seek some. Running through them pockets, that's how I was taught to leak some. I'm in the field like a bale of cotton. I'm too hot. Going underground with Harriet Tubman and Cool Light. All them niggas that
I see you, Shannon.
a nigga that can take me to school. School's out, I'ma beat him like a bullet by the flagpole. I pledge allegiance to being a true asshole. I remember days when the heater was the gas stove. Now I'm calling pyro for the beat to put that gas on. You don't understand, I got a plan for this shit. We can rent a van to expand and get rich. All these hoes mad, get your hands off my dick. Bitch, I'm not a fan of trying to smash something quick. All I do is work and go home and get my bars up. Take a couple homework assignments, play with they mama. Waiting on my cellular phone to get that charged up. Going back and looking for rappers who wanna start something. I done gave out more tombstones than Undertaker. They take the greatest rappers alive and underweight them. You rapper niggas ain't my size, they underweigh them. This how you look a bull in the eyes and underlay them. That V.O.I.C.E.S bad money shit, all us 40 Glock, every hand count of 3, all bust 30 clip. That's a dick, make a flick, y'all fuck. Tell whoever on that side still alive, that was luck, bitch. I'm still on they ass, pick a track and have a blast, tell them shoot me. Who's still doing bad? Boy, that paper come in bags like it's loose leaf. Take a look at all these fans who embracing who I am, nigga, you sleep. My first name Sam, last name what I lay inside your blue sheets. I'm back up in this bitch like I majored in down in college. For the stars, they for studied astrology. I was talking even before accepting apologies. I was 17 when I started taking my own shots. I was 23 when I started breaking them goals out. I was 26 when I started taking them loans out. So in my near future, I'm looking for shit to own now. Put me in the game, my nigga, we going virtual. Better mind your business before I come make it personal. Cut through your abdominal tissue, this shit get surgical. Heard it when your mama tell people she never heard it. I'ma take this limited dream and make it life-size. Nigga wanna see me deceased, I tell them likewise. If I see you throwing a piece, that's the alright sign. If you see me throwing a piece, I'm dodging lifetime. You don't want no smoke, nigga. Gassed up, hope you choke, nigga. Then what happen when you vigorously provoke niggas? Fuck a rapper, and yellow oak, nigga. We gon' see if them Florida Gators let you float, nigga. We go super hard in the paint, nigga. Beast mode, a Marshall on that drink, nigga. Keep hoes and large funds in that bank, nigga. Reload this V.O.I.C.E.S, what you think, nigga? I'm still on they ass, pick a track and have a blast, tell them shoot me. Who's still doing bad? Boy, that paper come in bags like it's loose leaf. Take a look at all these fans who embrace who I am, nigga.
Sweet leaf. May 19th.
Sam, last name what I lay inside your boot sheets.
Peace, world.